What's up, y'all? We out here at the range on a cool sunny day to check out this brand new compact version of the Taurus TX22. Ran all 13, no problem. Can't ask for a better start than that. Let's go over and take a quick look at this thing. All right, let's take a quick look at this thing and then we'll have us a little more fun with it. So again, what we're looking at here is Taurus's TX22 Compact. It's their newest version of their TX22 that I'm sure everybody's familiar with by now. So this is now the third version of this little TX22, or I guess you could call it the fourth if you want to count the competition version that's got the little extras on it, but really it's the third version as far as the size and basic form factor of it. So if you're not familiar with the TX22 at all, obviously it's Taurus's 22LR pistol. Again, this one is the compact version, so this one's got a 3.6-inch barrel on it. Obviously, since it is a compact and some shorter barrel, it's got a shorter slide, shorter frame, shorter grip. Now, that being said, I've got some pretty large hands. I wear extra large size gloves, and they're a little snug even. And you can see, even with the loss of a little bit of a grip, I'm still able to get a full purchase on it, just a little tiny bit of my pinky hanging off the bottom there. And that's partly because the ergonomics on these TX22s are absolutely fantastic, y'all. You got a really nice deep cut back there by your beaver tail area. You got a really nice deep undercut here so you can get your finger up in there, which allows you to get that really nice purchase even on this compact model. Now, this version does already come optic cut. It's got the Shield RMS-C footprint, which is the same as your K series Holosun. So your 407K, your 507K, your Shield RMS-C footprints, all of those are a direct mount on here. It doesn't come with any additional adapter plates either, so that's what it's cut for. I'm sure they'll offer, or they probably already do on their website, I'm not sure, but they'll probably offer more adapter plates. But for now, just keep in mind that that's the only thing it's cut for. It doesn't come with any adapter plates. Now, backing up just a little bit, obviously, since you've got a shorter grip, you're going to have a little less capacity. So you got 13 round magazines in these. It comes with two 13 round mags. As you can see there, this is one out of the full size TX22. These are 16 rounds versus the 13, but you can put these 16 rounds in the compact there. You've got a little gap, but I'd be almost willing to bet somebody's going to come up with a little spacer there in no time if they hadn't already. Now, going back to the upper here, you can also see you got the same slide cut as their competition version, so it's a full open top there for your ejection port instead of just a side cut, completely open on both sides and the top. And then they've also added some lightning cuts on both sides. You got one there, and one on the top, so they've lightened that slide up quite a bit. I'm assuming to compensate for the weight you may add with the optic. With the smaller frame size, you do also lose one of your pick rail slots there. You've got two on the standard ones and you just got one here on the compact. Now, as far as the sights that are on it, on the front here, you've got the post with the white dot on it. It's the same exact front sight as the other two models, but on the back, it's much different. As you can see, you got a standard dovetail there and a standard type of driftable rear sight, whereas the other two models have their big, wide, proprietary type of adjustable sight, which I personally do not like at all. I've never found those things to be able to hold any kind of zero at all, so I'm really glad that they changed to this. Now, it isn't nothing special. All it is, and they are polymer. This one's polymer too. It's just got the U notch in the back there. I don't know how well y'all can see, and it's got serrations on the back to keep the glare down. Now, this version also has the same barrel design as the original with the threaded adapter. If you want to put a threading on the end of your barrel, it comes with the little adapter there. So you just basically thread that onto the barrel, and then you got a 1/2x28 threads there to put whatever on it. And I guess the last thing I'd mention on this little quick review is the trigger. Like I mentioned, this is striker fire, just like the other two, same trigger as the other two models. Really nice if you ask me on all of these TX22s. So you got your take up there, you're right there at the wall. Nice break. The reset, super nice short audible reset. And right back on it again. I really like the reset on these things. I mean, really short, really crisp, audible and tactile, and right back on it. One last thing I did want to mention too, I almost forgot, I'm sure a lot of people's going to be curious. The twist on this one being shorter is 1 in 10, where the other ones are 1 in 16. So you got a 1 in 10 twist on this barrel. But that's really about all there is to it for this little compact version itself. Now, I do have the other two, as y'all can see, but I'm not going to really compare. I'm going to try my best not to compare it against these today, because I want to do that separate, you know, and show the pros and cons of each one of them. So I got a decent little assortment of rounds here, the Aguilas, the Auto Match, got some Arms Core, some standard velocity CCI, and of course we'll have to try to punch out to make sure there's no problem there. I don't expect to see any problems out of this thing at all. My other ones have run absolutely perfect. I expect just the same out of this. So let me load us up some rounds and let's see what we can do with it. All right, I got us a couple more mags of that same Aguila Super Extra 40 grain copper plated round nose. So I'm gonna probably put about 5 right here on the 10 yard, kind of slow, just so I can see where these sights want me to hold at. I believe this thing's wanting a 6 o'clock hold based on where I hit that boom boom in that first group. So like I say, I'm gonna put about 5 on that one. I'll put a couple on each of those 15 yard 10-inch rounds, and then we'll put the last 3 or 4 whatever's left out there on the 25 for now. So let's see what we can do. Like I said, I'm gonna run 5 here, kind of slow, see what I can do. Yeah, so that was way more than 5. I already lost count. So I can tell you for sure it definitely wants a 6 o'clock hold. Those that I'm putting in the black down there, I was holding right at the bottom of that black target in the middle. So, but I've totally done lost track. So let me try to hit that 15 yarder down there. All right, let's try this other one. All right, and that was all of them. So let me load us up some more rounds. We didn't even make it to the 25. Never mind loading another one up. Like I said, I had 2 up there. I'm losing my mind out here. I don't know if I'm coming or going today. So let me go out to the 25. Let's see what happens out there. I ain't feeling very confident. See, I was high there. Yeah, it definitely wants you. It definitely wants a 6 o'clock hold with these iron sights. And that was all of them. So yeah, like I said, those that I got hits on right up, pretty much right up down the middle, I was kind of playing with it up and down, but most of them I was holding right at the bottom out there at 25. All right, I got us a couple more mags loaded up, and I also went ahead and put my Holosun 407K back on here that I plan on leaving on here. So I just really wanted to run a couple mags at least with the sights that was on it and see what they do. Perfectly fine. Like I say, it does want a 6 o'clock hold though. But I got this thing's pretty dialed in off camera, I think, all the way out to 50 and 75. I was playing pretty consistently. Now I was sitting down at the bench, so when I'm standing up wobbling start missing, that's my excuse right there. I got 2 magazines loaded up. I got one full of the Auto Match, so just bare plain lead unplated 40 grain Federal Auto Match, and then I got the Federal Punch here in the other magazine, because you know we got to see if it runs the punch. So let's try this Auto Match first and see what it does. I'm gonna run a couple rounds right here at the 15. Well, I'm just gonna do kind of a little medley between all of them with these and see what happens, y'all. Let's see what we got. Oh. Getting in a hurry. Let's move out to the 50. I got a feeling this is gonna be ugly standing. Ain't too bad. And that was all of them. I didn't even make it to the 75. But let's run this magazine a punch through them too and make sure it cycles these. I don't think it's gonna have any problem. None of my other TX22s do. I'm gonna try a couple out there at 75, but then I'm gonna move back up here close. There's one. There's one. All right, so not too bad. I'm a little off for sure. I'm shaking like a leaf on a tree out here, y'all. Let's finish these punch up close. All right, that was all of them, so no problem running a punch or anything else so far today. All right, y'all, that was about a 10-inch spread out there at 50-75, but I promise you it was nice and tight sitting down there from the bench. I'm just wobbling all over the place, but I guess really that still ain't too terrible to hit them out there with this little old shorty 22. But anyway, let's see if we can end this thing off with a boom. We're gonna try a triple on it again. I got one on to each 15-yard round and one right there in the middle. So let's see what we can do with them, y'all. There we go. It was stubborn for sure. Let's try this other 15. Now I got such a flash, I can't see nothing. Well, that definitely didn't go to plan, y'all. I went out there to try to salvage that one over there that you can see I hit it right on. These things are just really picky sometimes. If you don't have enough velocity, they're picky. If you don't hit them right where they want, they're picky. But anyway, let's try to get this middle one, see if we can take it on out. All right, that boom boom trifecta didn't go to plan, but this Taurus TX22 compact ran like a top. All right, y'all, I'm gonna call it right there for this little quick range review on the Taurus TX22 compact. The TX22, in my experience, has been a fantastic 22 LR, and this little compact version is no exception. It ran absolutely perfect out here, as y'all can see. No kind of failures to feed, no kind of cycling failures, no failures to fire, no failures out of this thing at all, none. Very nice ergonomics on these TX22s. They just feel fantastic in your hand. They got great triggers on these things. I mean, really, there's just nothing I have that I can even complain about with this TX22. Now, I know some of y'all out there was probably looking for me to break out the bore scope, but I can just tell you right now, I ain't gonna do it on this video, but I can tell you right now, this barrel has no leading in it. Through all the rounds I ran out here, a few different kinds of them, and I ran about 4 or 5 mags off camera even getting this dot dialed in. Not any lead in this barrel whatsoever. But don't y'all fret, because there is gonna be a video coming soon with a whole bunch of 22s running round after round after round and showing y'all that there will be no leading in those barrels. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about the little compact version of the TX22. Do some of y'all out there already have one yourself? Do you plan on getting one? Let me know what your thoughts are on it. If you enjoyed the video, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you can get notified and you won't miss good stuff when I do upload it. Like I always tell you, I appreciate all my range gang members and every single one of y'all out there for supporting the channel the way y'all do. Got tons of stuff headed y'all's way, so be on the lookout for it. And in the meantime, stay safe, stay prepared, and I'll see y'all soon.